Welcome back to The Explainer, where we take complex research and turn it into clear, actionable insights. Today, we're diving into the absolute democratization of business building in 2026. The old barriers to entry? Well, they are falling rapidly, opening up an entirely new frontier for literally anyone with a laptop and a bit of focus.
So what if your next million-dollar business opportunity costs less than a new iPhone to start? I know, it sounds kind of too good to be true, right? But the trends we're unpacking in today's Explainer are exploding in demand right now, and surprisingly, most people haven't even noticed them yet. I really want to challenge your assumptions today about what it actually takes to launch a startup in our current economy.
Okay, let's dive into this. For years, the old assumption was that starting a successful business meant huge investments, large teams, and incredibly expensive office spaces. It was a rigid corporate paradigm that pretty much locked most of us out. But compare that with our 2026 reality. We're seeing a massive shift toward low capital, high demand, and laptop-based agility. It is a complete 180-degree flip from how business used to be done.
Here is exactly how we're going to break this down today. First, the 2026 business paradigm. Then, digital and tech services. Third, the convenience economy. Fourth, serving niche markets. And finally, we'll wrap up with the problem solver blueprint.
Starting off with Section 1, the 2026 business paradigm. Small players, massive markets.
Shifting consumer behavior and entirely new workplace dynamics are creating some truly unprecedented openings for everyday people. It's no longer just giant corporations dominating these new spaces. Instead, we're seeing freelancers, small business owners, and first-time entrepreneurs stepping in and capturing highly profitable markets way before the giants even realize they exist. You really don't need massive infrastructure to compete anymore. In 2026, your agility and your speed are proving to be a much bigger advantage than sheer corporate size.
Moving into Section 2, digital and tech services, empowering the modern business.
This tech and digital landscape is absolutely ripe for specialized service providers. It's being driven by 4 specific niches: AI implementation, remote work support, content creation, and cybersecurity. Now, the absolutely crucial point to understand here is that every single one of these requires specialized expertise rather than expensive equipment. You don't need to rent a warehouse. You just need the knowledge to solve very specific digital problems for other businesses.
Let's zoom in on that first one, AI implementation, because the definition here is key. We are talking about helping small businesses integrate existing AI tools for automation, customer support, and scheduling. See, the real money right now isn't in trying to build the next multi-billion-dollar AI platform. It's in practical applications. It's helping local service providers, law firms, and medical practices figure out how to actually use these tools to make their daily workflows significantly better. Looking across the other 3 niches, we see similar, very practical gaps. Remote work support provides crucial services. Think virtual assisting, online bookkeeping, and digital organization for the millions of people now working from home. Then there's content creation. Businesses desperately need short-form video, social media management, and newsletter writing because, well, attention drives sales, right? But they completely struggle to find the time to create it themselves. And finally, cybersecurity. Small businesses are increasingly vulnerable to digital threats, which makes affordable security audits and password management systems a massive B2B gap right now.
Now, what's really interesting about this next section is that we are pivoting to the ultimate non-renewable commodity, human time. Section 3, the convenience economy, buying back time.
The more time you save people, the more valuable your service becomes. I want to pause and just let that profound concept sink in for a second. This is the entire engine behind the convenience economy. Dual-income households, super busy professionals, aging populations, they are all exhausted, and they are driving a rapidly expanding market for anyone who can simply take tasks off their plate.
So what does this actually look like in the real world? It takes the shape of highly in-demand convenience services. We're talking mobile car detailing, grocery shopping, errand running, home organization, and pet care. The real beauty of these businesses is that success relies on simple reliability and trustworthiness rather than complex technology. If you can just show up on time and do a great job saving someone an afternoon, you've got a highly scalable business.
Let's look at Section 4, serving niche markets. Specialization wins.
When we shift our focus to demographics and market segments, the data clearly shows that targeting specific audiences is so much safer and way more profitable than trying to compete in broad, general markets.
Consider the contrast here. On one side, general stores are really struggling to survive against giant digital marketplaces. But on the flip side, niche brands are absolutely thriving because they are built on specific identities and highly loyal communities. And with modern e-commerce tools, it is incredibly cheap and easy to launch a lifestyle-specific brand that speaks directly to a dedicated group of consumers who feel truly understood by your product.
And speaking of specific, dedicated groups, here is a massively overlooked demographic: senior-focused services. America's aging population is growing rapidly, and you know what? They want to maintain their independence for as long as possible. This creates huge, consistent demand for things like transportation assistance, tech coaching, and companionship. Again, this isn't about high-tech gear or massive startup costs. This is an industry built entirely on trust and relationship-based services.
We're also seeing specialization completely winning in the education sector. Consider this idea. Knowledge has become one of the most scalable products in the modern economy. Just let that breathe for a second. This represents a massive shift away from traditional education. People are actively bypassing four-year degrees to find someone who has the exact specific knowledge they need right now to solve an immediate problem.
This demand has given rise to a huge micro-learning trend. Consumers want to quickly learn highly specific skills, like how to use AI, how to improve their personal finances, or how to create engaging content. If you can package your expertise into one of these formats, digital courses, coaching programs, workshops, or membership communities, you have an incredibly profitable, low-overhead business. You are literally selling the knowledge that is already sitting in your head.
And this brilliantly illustrates our final point. Section 5, the Problem Solver Blueprint, your next steps.
This blueprint shifts us from macro trends to a really actionable framework you can use to find your own opportunity. Step 1, look for daily frustrations. Step 2, identify inefficiencies. For Step 3, look for tasks people strongly dislike doing. And for Step 4, look for problems that businesses simply can't solve on their own. I absolutely love this framework because it reminds us that you don't need some groundbreaking invention to be an entrepreneur. The hottest business trends are built entirely on practical solutions to everyday challenges.
To execute on those solutions, your 2026 toolkit requires just 3 things: a laptop, an internet connection, and specialized expertise. That's the whole shebang. Technology has completely democratized the ability to create value for those who are willing to look closely and identify demand before the rest of the crowd does.
If you want to keep spotting these emerging frontiers before the crowd sees them, make sure to subscribe and join our community. Because I'm going to leave you with this final thought. The question isn't whether opportunities exist. The question is, who will act on them first? I'll see you in the next explainer.